Hello and greetings, everyone. Welcome once again to Fulfillment Friday on an actual Friday. It's good to have y'all here. It's good to be back on the scene after a wonderful time at Everfree Northwest. And I am looking forward to getting some work done because I've been off my game for a while. Trying to get used to a new norm after I helped my friends move, and well, it's gone a bit weird since then. But I got to feel more like myself at the convention, which was a very good feeling. And I had a lot of fun with a variety of friends, which I shall discuss in good time. But first, we must give hellos to everybody, like Adam Leisman and MLP-Trinary, my compadre from the event, who at Everfree sold copies of his new book, Rain, Booms, and Royalty. Sold out, in fact. So let's actually, now that I think about it, forgive me as I just pull up a link real quick because there's an order form. I want you all to have the chance to, well, if you want to buy, I wish to provide the means. Let's see. Where was Trinary's link? I know he sent it. Oh yes, I forget how far back we have to scroll because, oh boy, he really, we were communicating a lot via the Discords. Form. Here we are. So let's put this in the chit chat. Why is it not letting me put it in the chit chat? Fine, Google Forms. I'll do it myself. Oh, won't let me do that either. There we go. Goodness, but that was harder than it needed to be. Anywho, let us continue with the greetings because I also got to see Cherry Fluffbelly Official, who we got to have a quick hug at the convention, and I hope it was a fun time for you as well. Then there's Blue Griffin, who is on YouTube of all things. And yes, I managed to at least start the stream on time tonight. That's why you know I'm off my game. And hello, Comodra Steel and Amitane Lumity. Cosmina Inspira, Mary Drake, and Mad Munchkin. Hello, Maddie. Hello to you, Luna Brony. And just looking for Jeff Okazinski, JT Wusky Fan, and Common Writer Jetstorm Gaming. It goes well, and I hope it's going well for all of you. And hello, Nathan Duazo. Good to have you all here. Oh, but what a run Everfree Northwest was. Not in a bad way. I just mean that I was going to lots of panels. I think like 4 to 5 panels on Saturday and Friday and Saturday. And then big old Whose Line Is It Anyway on the Sunday. And so therefore, I was plumb tuckered. But then I got to have some adventures after the con. Got to visit a little bit of downtown with Trinary and my bud Fiora, Golden Fox, Nova, and a few other folks, followed by an evening of getting to watch some of The Good Place, as Trinary has been working so hard to get me to see. But I shall forever be paranoid, for several people came up and said, "Oh, are you watching The Good Place? Good Place is such a good time, such a great show. You'll love it. Keep watching." Now just look at Trinary like you paid those people to be here, didn't you? It's not enough that you messaged me, or that somehow you and Sweetie Bloom coordinated mentioning Hamilton on this show. Oh no, now you've brought the inner circle out to play. So, of course, he will deny it categorically, but my paranoid sense is tingling. Or rather, it's going, Ree! Oh my goodness, Mary Drake. Your brain decided to turn on at 4:30. I'm sorry. And yes, Jeff, let's, don't worry about role-playing or trying to play along. Right now, we're just here with friends hanging out. I mean, after all, you don't expect me to actually get exploded during these streams, do you? I guarantee that would come to an end. That'd be the end of the stream. There would be no communication. Nothing good. Silver wasn't fine with Xbox divers since Tuesday. You're Inquisitor 751. I'm guessing this has something to do with Space Marine 2. Also, sorry, Nathan, that was pretty loud. Make an after-the-fact video about Love Web episode The Web Lost Its Soul. JT Wusky, I'm not sure what Love Web is. Not heard of this thing. Anywho, now on my way back from said convention, things took a slight turn. In what I consider to be quite the role reversal. It was bright and sunny and clear in Washington, which Sweetie Bloom has coined the phrase "the mountains are out," because some days it's so hard to see beyond the rain that the mountains might as well not be there. But here in Denver, we were getting such rain that the plane had to divert to go to Kansas, refill in Wichita, and then come back for another go. It's quite bizarre. So instead of getting back Tuesday afternoon, I got back late Tuesday evening, but I got home, and that's the most important thing. Home safe and sound, and wanting to get back to being creative. And so apparently the Xbox people are Helldivers 2 instead. I confess I haven't played Helldivers in a while. But what can I say? Fiora promised we could maybe do some Helldivers together. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. But here now, we come to the main crux of the matter. See, while I was at Everfree Northwest, I did a presentation on Sisterhooves Social. And in an effort to make it really simple to just record the panel and upload the footage, I had OBS recording, I had a webcam targeting my face, and OBS should have been recording the presentation. Did not go as planned. Never as planned. For starters, I don't know why it shrunk the screen recording to this upper left corner and my webcam to the bottom left when I meant for them to overlay. And two, apparently I need to do display capture rather than window capture because it just stays like that throughout the whole blessed event. Yep. Okay, so at least I know that the stream is working because it's showing all these different thingamabobs. So I've still got some practicing to do, but silver lining, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Darn button snagged on me. Hello, Kenny the Arcane Pony. So let's get going here with, I am going to do two things. First and foremost, we shall make it so you only see what really needs to be seen. Me. In fact, if anything, I kind of like this one. Low overhead. And there we go. Now I just gotta move this here dealamabob. There we are. Let's get rid of that fuzziness. No feathering on this. and I exported all the different, all the frames of my presentation so that people could just see it. I just have to work on the spacing and try to make it so that this doesn't happen again, because I really do want to get these up so people can easily reference them. Welcome back, Cosmo. You haven't missed too much. Kenny the Arcane Pony, is anything new lately so far today, Silver-Quill? Well, let's see. For starters, I caught up on my gym time, some lifting. Then I got the boxes I mailed to myself for stuff from Everfree, including one rather hefty purchase, which I will reveal in good time. But what else is it? What else is it? In terms of new things, well, I found out I'll have a new co-worker at the racetrack tomorrow for streaming. So we'll see what that new adventure entails. And I just realized I don't need to move these up above. They're supposed to be behind regardless. Anyway, let's start. You're going to hear my melodious voice. It's kind of the whole point, ain't it? Alrighty. Now, right off the bat, we got something going on. For some reason, it would only record one channel of my voice, which I'm not against, but let's modify audio channels on this puppy. So yes, the Sisterhooves social. I'm not sure that worked. First of all, what about audio panning? Pan left, pan right. Hello, everyone. Oh, no, that did not work. I just want this to come through on the left channel as well. Audio channels. Preview, sir. And well, delete. Eager to try and find another horse-themed show to replace him. No, that didn't work. Man, I'm having slight difficulties here. Technical difficulties, if you will. Let's undo that modification. Panner. Oh, there we are. Uh-oh, who spoiled me? Oh, Trinary, you still spoil me. Every time. Every time I declare. Alrighty, Panner. Alrighty. So yes, and let's pan this one to the left, see what happens. Nothing. Gosh darn. Why is this proving more difficult than I thought? Well, why isn't that true of everything I tells ya? Channel volume, balance. We want this 0. Yes, the Sisterhooves. Alright, let's just check one more thing. It's supposed to be... Alrighty. So yes, the Sisterhooves social. Well, that sounds better, but why are there two audio channels? Why are there two different waveforms? Alrighty. What? You know what? Let's not look a gift horse, eh? So yes, the Sisterhooves social. First of all, hello everyone, and welcome. So first things first, we're going to whoop. Yep, that sounds like fun. First, we're going to get all these things put together. First of all, hello everyone, and welcome to After the Fact Live, Sisterhood Social. So how are y'all doing today? It's the start of a convention. I'm kind of surprised because usually I have my panels on like a Saturday and the day before I'm like, oh, I gotta get this ready. Well, today I get it all done. I can be sort of laissez-faire. Laissez-faire, all's fair in love and conventions. Or so they say. But yes, this episode has a special place in my heart because I consider it my favorite. My favorite of the... Whoa, what happened to the audio there? It just sort of went down. Okay, this is going to take more finessing than I expected, but c'est la vie. The entire series, even though it's got some pretty stiff competition, I won't dismiss any other later episodes. Well, it's at the top of my top 5, to be sure. And apparently, I'm going to need a mic for the audience at times. Because people did speak up during this, but clearly, the mic did not pick them up. Oh, that would be interesting, Renamon 565, if Cadence and Twilight did the Sisterhooves social. Speaking of MLP-G4 turning 15-year anniversary this October. Well, thank you, Kenny. I'm glad to know that, but good gravy. Now we can all feel old. Oh, that at the end. Okay. So, first things first. Last things last. Let's move everything down here for the moment. So that I can take this boop, and put it here. Boop. So, how are y'all doing today? It's the start of a convention, and I'm kind of surprised because usually I have my panels on like a Saturday, and the day before I'm like, oh, I gotta get this ready. Well, today I get it all done. I can be sort of laissez-faire. Laissez-faire, all's fair in love and conventions. Or so they say. But yes, this episode has a special place in my heart because I consider it my favorite. My favorite of the entire her doing it. But she's just enjoying life. When we come up on Rarity, who even... Okay, here we go. Silly computer. I'll say that a lot this convention, too. No, remember these. Okay, so basically it just goes round about till there. Well, it's at the top of my top 5, to be sure. So. There we go. Oh. Silly computer. I'll say that a lot this convention, too. And in fact, why not cut out some of the drivel if we can help it? Dismiss any other later episodes. Well, it's at the top of my top 5, to be sure. There we go. Get rid of all that. And let's keep on bebop a rolling. No, remember these. These are important. And I'm talking about the birds. No. Whoop, there's a little gap. Just the tiniest gaps. No. Teeny tiny. Alrighty, so. Remember. Down we go. Take a frame. And stretch it out. And I'm talking about the birds. But for now, that's all you have to think on. Remember the boys. When we come up on Rarity. Peter, you know, one of these days I'm going to hear my voice backwards and think, wait, am I invoking the dark powers? I hate it when I do that. When we come up on Rarity. Here we are. Who even when she's just trying to sleep. Huh. 2 bird frames. That didn't work quite the way I wanted. We'll just keep on keeping on. Now, let's see. What does the chat have to say? Sheriff Belly, your mask officially broke. Are we talking like a cosplay mask or what, your online persona? How do you burn a liquid? You burn it very carefully. with some oil. And we come up on Rarity, who, even when she's just trying to sleep, I'm surprised that eye shade isn't bedazzled. Might defeat the purpose, but I could see her doing it. But she's just enjoying life just a little, but really, she's into something.
Smell.
Ah, yes, now I need the clips. Never lacking for something that I'm lacking. Let's just move the video clips into here. Import file. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. At least it got the audio for him, eh?
Smell. Smell. Smooth.
Here we go. Boop. Whoop. Nope, not right there. Boop.
Smell. Smooth.
Ooh, now it sounds trippy. Got just a little bit of an echo there.
Smell. Smooth. Look.
Unlink. Boop, boop, badoop.
Smoke.
Episode. Hey, welcome to Beautiful Idealistic Point of View. It's on fire. Episode. Hey, welcome. Episode. Huh. I don't know why it didn't record my audio at that point. Maybe some little brouhaha? Nyahaha? Oh well. We'll roll with it, won't we? Hey, welcome to Beautiful Idealistic Point of View. It's on fire. There's so many questions going through my head at the moment. Like, why didn't it catch that one bit of audio? Why is it not catching the audience? So many questions and without answers. I'm very disappointed. ASD masking. Okay. Sorry, one sec. I just need to figure out what is ASD masking. ASD masking. Ah, okay. Okay. I get you. Just checking things. Unless Sweetie was burning lemons to get them to juice and then added water to burn the mess of citrus. Idealistic point of view, it's on fire. Oh, and just for a moment, I'm afraid Rarity had a bit of pig nose. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one, I tell you. Alrighty.
Rarity! Rarity!
Alrighty, down we go. Now we got to line it up so I don't get that weird echo again.
What a surprise! I was gonna serve you breakfast in bed.
Think that'll work. Unlink. And there we are. Ah, yes. You know what? I realized something. I need to keep these right up here because there's one other thing that needs to happen. See what I mean? This creates more work than I intend. But I will get there. Oh, yes. I will get there. Hondo flanks and cookie crumbles. You have better memory than I. Blue Griffin? I wasn't entirely sure of this myself.
So, first off, that's adorable. Although, in that moment, it looks more like Rarity. I've come to destroy you. But here we start with the initial premise. Actually, it's even more funny with Rarity's expression. I've come to destroy you, as if you could.
Boop. And down we go.
Great. And the way that Sweetie Belle just seems so upset that she couldn't serve Rarity breakfast in bed, as a cloud of doom hangs over them, is part of why I'm immediately smitten with this episode. Sweetie Belle, I consider to be the cutest of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And Rarity, well, she's probably not seeing the cuteness as much.
Do-do-do. And next up is Rarity with her blindfold, eye mask,
She
whatever.
doesn't enjoy the third-person omniscience. We, the audience, enjoy. Okay, but I remember from last year, let's keep the interruptions down, please. All right, and here we are, the first shot of Rarity's parents. Omniscience. We, the audience, enjoy.
Now, yeah, how do I put this? I like that people want to talk to me and want to chime in during my panels, but sometimes a person seems to inject themselves in the conversation at every single frame. Every time I show a new screenshot or I play a clip. And I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I need folks to harness that energy and hold on until a Q&A session, or if I prompt the audience, because otherwise it takes a while to get through the actual panel.
We, the audience, enjoy. All right, and here we are, the first shot of Rarity's parents. Our introduction, and it's amazing because I'm like, oh my God, they have parents. I mean, I thought these were all they all got the Disney treatment. 6 orphans brought together to save the kingdom. But no, and they're total. What I find even more amazing is how hardcore they are in what they're having for breakfast.
All right. So what are people's plans for Labor Day? I'm hoping to hang with some buds and get to enjoy just some food and gaming. My friends are vegan, so, I mean, it's a barbecue in close quotes. Oh dear. The door was pretty loud, trying to area. I'm sorry it was driving you nuts.
But no, and they're total. What I find even more amazing is how hardcore they are in what they're having for breakfast. And they're crediting Sweetie with all this, which I'll say that's really kind of. But remember these flowers. These flowers are important.
All right, we're about to have another clip.
The purple ones that she's putting up there.
I didn't know you could burn juice.
You don't cook, you burn.
Oh, dang it. My Family Matters clip is too loud.
Wow! Good morning, Rarity.
Did that not make it in? I don't think that made it in. That's odd. Ah, well. One less clip to worry about. Here we are.
I didn't know you could burn juice.
You don't cook.
Okay, I'd rather keep all the audio on one track. Unlink. But there's nothing that says I can't tone it down a little, please.
You don't cook, you burn. You burn eggs, you burn toast. You're the only man I know who burns Jell-O.
Let me guess. Applesauce. Nope. Toast.
The innocence with which she says that.
The innocence. No one is innocent except for Sweetie Belle. Indeed, how indeed.
Now, I have to remind myself on these flowers because I can't tell what they are. Purple sage or chrysanthemum, I believe. But they all have a special meaning. All of these things have meanings.
So here's
Rarity, slightly more dignified sniffing now. It's not quite pig nose, but at the same time, I can't help but notice that like she's really showing off her interior of her nostril, which I think is also has a special washing and probably waxing. It's quite terrifying.
Yep, there we go. Rarity with her schnoz.
It's not quite pig nose, but at the same time, I can't help but notice that like she's really showing off her interior of her nostril, which I think is also has a special washing and probably waxing. It's quite terrifying. But here's Rarity dealing with a lot. Her family. But here's Rarity dealing with a lot. Her family is here. Her sister.
Boop.
Her sister is trying to burn down her home, and the calendar account is more of an ashen encounter. But here it is, the family all together. And Sweetie Belle is the most thrilled of them all. As her
Too bad there's no edit to playhead. I wonder if there is. Oh well, we'll worry about that later. But, well, Sheriff Belly, I'm proud of you for taking the adventure at Everfree. You decide how you want to play things, but for my part, I'm glad you showed up.
is the most thrilled of them all, as her parents are on their way to vacation, and now Rarity is tasked with minding the little one, the second born. I say that as a second born. And then Sweetie Belle magically teleports away.
All right, whoop, and drag that out.
And Sweetie Belle is the most thrilled of them all, as Rarity's parents are on their way to vacation, and now Rarity is tasked with minding the little one, the second born. I say that as a second born. And then Sweetie Belle magically teleports away. It's like Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll edit in just a little bit of that.
Magically teleports away. Look at this.
When I go, "Bwah!" And we'll just copy and paste that again.
Oh, I know. You and your sister spending a whole week together. I have to wonder where that accent comes from. Because Rarity has worked very hard to be as Canterlot can be. Mid-Atlantic. So wait, she should be living in the middle of the ocean?
Mid-Atlantic, that's an accent.
Makes sense. All right, well, that makes sense, although I still like the idea of just her in the middle of an ocean saying, "This is my land. I am now the queen of Mid-Atlantia." So Rarity suddenly realizes, oh.
All right, so Mid-Atlantic, that's a thing. But it's hard to show me interacting with people. I suppose if I do a second pass through, I can just edit out long stretches of silence as I'm listening to someone. Folks had good input, please don't get me wrong, but I don't want to turn a camera on my audience because I think that would make them anxious. And miking them might also be putting unwanted focus on them. Let's see, we got cat problems from Cosmeta Inspira, but you're back. Glad for it. Spinelli's parents. Komodo Steel, I'm not sure of which Spinelli you speak.
Today? I mean, she just has to realize her entire world is about to be turned upside down, and she doesn't even realize the half of it. So, here's Sweetie.
Alrighty. Doop. Whoops.
The queen of Mid-Atlantia. So Rarity suddenly realizes, oh god, that was today. Oh god, that was today? I mean, she just has to realize her entire world is about to be turned upside down, and she doesn't even realize the half of it. So here's Sweetie with her luggage. And if you ever doubted they were sisters,
Alrighty, that's the next clip. Yahoo! Ugh, that sounded nasty.
Just a few necessities. Just a few necessities. Just a few necessities.
I think that'll work. If not, well, I'll have to work on an apology then.
Just a few necessities.
They are... They are totally sisters. There's no denying this
whatsoever. So no, you can't get away with it. You're adopted. Antagonizing. I believe this is also our first shot of an equestrian taxi.
All right, don't need you. Do need you. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, there we go. Spinelli from Recess. Well, unfortunately, I didn't watch Recess. Oh, but let me divert for just a minute to tell you guys about probably my most painful moment at the convention.
I believe this is also our first shot of an equestrian taxi.
But just one sec.
No, they still won't stop for me. Oh man, if that were the case, if they really got the Disney treatment, that'd be horrifying.
Well, no, I guess they haven't said another word since.
But they've at least been visually present. Still better than Applejack's parents. Oh, yes, I went there.
But that's okay. Don't worry. I will be singing Applejack's praises very shortly. But
Here's Rarity trying to be delicate and saying, I have to clean up your disaster. And you can just sit there and wait.
okay, so we are at Bridalwood Squares, a fun show hosted by Bobby Seas. And if you don't know Bobby Seas, well, on my Equestria Games... Whoop, for a minute I thought I lost OBS. Equestria Games and then Buckball... Or Uncommon Bond? No. The Buckball episode with Patton Oswalt. Bobby is the voice announcing the introduction of EQSPN. Whoop, pardon. Shifting scenes on you. And so I'm one of the, quote, celebrity, close quote, panelists. And the question comes up to a different panelist. In the IDW Transformers My Little Pony crossover, what popular Autobot befriended Spike? And I hear hushed whispers all around me. They're saying, oh, did you read that? No, I didn't read that. Oh, did you watch Transformers? No, I watched Pokemon growing up. And then there's me, G1 Transformers fan, and reader of IDW Comics, and the guy who wrote a review about that issue. I'm like, oh, if only I'd gotten this. And the panel, and one of the contestants said, well, the panelist says Bumblebee. And then the contestant agrees, so they don't get the square. It was Grimlock. Dinosaur, dragon. They sync up rather well. They got good synergy. But here I am going, no, if only I'd gotten that question. Oh. And then more IDW questions keep coming up about Luna's pet possum, Tiberius, or Tibbles. And then I believe there was one other, and they're all going to other people, and even Bobby notes. Well, actually, no, this was Taylor and who was hosting the players. And he said, you look like you're in physical pain. And I was in so much pain because I know this stuff, and it's stuff I can answer. It's not letting me answer because I'm not the person being called on. And they're drawing these questions from an ice bucket, so it's not like they're doing this intentionally. But by the time the third IDW question comes up and it's not for me, I get up, walk up to the dang ice bucket, pick it up, and start punching. And when I am finally called once again, I just go, can I has the IDW questions now, please? And I didn't. It's so sad. I was denied. I will be in therapy for the rest of my days.
Huge eggs, by the way. I mean, I know one. Yeah, so, as Rarity apparently really goes for those are huge eggs, by.
Okay, so I jumped a little bit.
Here's Rarity trying to be delicate and saying, I have to clean up your disaster. And you can just sit there and wait.
All right. Whoop. Down, down, down. With those huge eggs. I mean, I know it's My Little Pony, but those are some big eggs. Hello, Crash Bandicoot Edward. Good to have you here. So yeah, there's nothing more painful is when you can contribute, but you're being denied.
So, as Rarity apparently really goes for those are huge eggs, by the way. I mean, I know it's My Little Pony, so scale is subjective at this moment. I feel like huge eggs.
Huh. Alrighty, next video. We're coming along, but boy howdy is this taking a bit. Unlink. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
So there's our setup, and now for, well, you gotta give the kids something to do in this process. So you can. You gotta give the kids something to do in this process. So you can add the garden.
It's funny enough, Pokemon Fire EV, this is my favorite. I totally empathize with both Rarity and Sweetie Belle. And Season 2 was my favorite, but mostly because it introduced a whole lot of things.
See, this is all you're getting for breakfast. I mean, how else would you interpret this scene if you didn't know the episode? It's quite disturbing.
Okay, now easy.
And then we're back to clips. Now we're back to save, because I do not want to lose what I have been working on.
Okay, now easy. It has to be just right. No need to rush. No, that's too slow. Careful! Back up! Looking for perfection here. Okay, now easy.
Jeez Louise.
Okay, now easy.
There we go. Ah, yes. Ah, forgive me. I had to wake up early today, so I'm a little yawning.
Is much like any idea. They are the stars by which we navigate. We'll never reach them, but we're still following their course. But if you ever expect to arrive at perfection, I've got horrible, horrible news for you. And that itself feels perfect disappointment. Oh, what a contradiction. So yes, this whole garnish doesn't end quite well. Bit of a face play. See if a minute.
Alrighty.
Child still is able to breathe right there. You get it, sweetie? You get there, sweetie?
And then down we go.
Not bad.
Not good either.
I mean, hey, take the win.
There we go. Ba-doom, ba-doom, bada-bing, bada-boom.
Enjoy it. Celebrate it. Perfection. And now Rarity has restored the pristine nature. I don't know how she cleaned everything out of those curtains without a wash tub or some such, but that is the power that is.
Ah, yes. Swordbreaker 12 notes, this is how supervillains are born, Rarity. And Josh Scorcher held the theory, don't know if he still does, that Sweetie Bloom was a supervillain in the making.
Perfection. And now Rarity has restored the pristine nature. I don't know how she cleaned everything out of those curtains without a wash tub or some such, but that is the power that is Rarity.
Do-do-do.
No problem. I'll make myself useful.
Again.
Did I line that up okay?
Useful.
Unlink. Bada bing, bada boom.
Myself useful.
Again.
Down we go. Bit by bit. Whoa. I copied everything.
Opening because she has this honest enthusiasm to her. She just wants to help. She's not trying to get something out of her sister. She's not trying to change anything. It's just, I'll make myself useful. And so she's super excited when she sees she can be even more useful. And look at that face. How can you not love that face? If you don't love a Sweetie Belle's face, then you don't love living.
Let's see here. Pardon me as I just look at number 38 on this here list. Yeah.
Enthusiasm to her. She just wants to help. She's not trying to get something out of her sister. She's not trying to change anything. It's just, I'll make myself useful. Trying to change anything. It's just, I'll make myself useful. And so she's super excited when she can be more useful. Look at that face. How can you not love that face? If you don't love a Sweetie Belle's face, then you don't love living. And so she is trying to lay out everything, including a saddle cover, which still raises multiple questions. But for ponies, saddles and bridles are what, fashion? I guess, but saddle implies a rider. Oh, we do, don't we?
All right. But yes, there's a saddle on that line. And that is so questionable at best. Hello, Paw Patrol Fan 95. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I do mean Sweetie Belle. Sometimes I get Sweetie Belle and Sweetie Bloom mix it up. Pokemon Fire Eevee makes an excellent observation. People tend to love the season they join the fandom. And Pokemon Fire you didn't join until Rainbow Rocks, so season 5 is one of their favorites, whereas I caught up with and became active in the fandom. I got caught up in season 2, but I didn't really get into interacting with the fandom until season 3 and beyond.
But that includes Rarity's super design sweater, which personally I...
Down.
But that includes Rarity's super design sweater, which personally I think is quite horrible. Green and violet are a very tough combo. It caught me off guard is what it is. But, yeah, that is Rarity's super designer.
A big deal.
Here we are. Whoop, nope, that's not right. Where was my last...
A big deal.
Oh, now we get real echo.
Is that in the heat of the sun? Wool?
See, I didn't even put an echo. I just offset the clips a little.
A big deal. Is that in the heat of the sun? Wool shrinks.
Unlink.
The big deal is that in the heat of the sun, wool shrinks.
Shrieks. Oh.
Don't need that. Do need that. Boop, boop, ba-doo.
Oh. The usual excuse.
But anyway, so there's strike number one.
I must create.
Do-do-do.
I must create. Create. I must create. Sorry?
You can't blame her for that one.
Well, I don't think you can.
I forget that I say what I'm thinking. So, yeah, I tend to repeat myself between then and now.
But yes, there is that part of
Anyone who enjoys drawing, making music, programming a video game, you feel that need, that itch. Just go and make something. And if you're forbidden, it's very frustrating. And then when you finally get the chance, you're suddenly tired, and you're like, what the hell happened to all that motivation when I couldn't do this? It's so vexing. But I've heard one thing that procrastination is not laziness, so don't beat yourself up for that. Often it's rooted in fear. Fear of getting started, fear of the conclusion, fear of reception. We find ways to delay because we're not sure of the outcome. So it speaks very much to Rarity's confidence that she keeps creating without fear or delay. But once you recognize fear, you can get with it. Case in point, you should fear the stages of Rarity meltdown.
I guess I'll just keep this going for right now.
Well, how do you really blame her for that? We're just looking where she's going. But yes, there's that part of
meltdown.
We begin with the bitten profanity. There's so many four-letter words behind those teeth.
Then it's all just about ready to kill you.
My best Popeye impersonation.
And then denial. Possibly
She needs to go see an optometrist about that because you'd never seen a more beautiful and cute denial in all your life, unless you're in politics.
Oh no, sweetie Belle, I mean you swine or
Swine? No, I'm not calling anyone swine.
okay.
Again, out of context, I'm pretty sure a lot of fans would ask, what is up with that mannequin dress? What is that fool doing? What the hey? There's so many wonderful, bizarre moments in the show.
Okay.
So bored. When is Rarity gonna finish her work?
Unlink and destroy. Alrighty, what do we got? Rarity goes boom. I feared that she did that, the universe would break. Oh dear. We fall into patterns of language, says Trinary. Ain't it the truth? Which, by the way, is a pattern of language.
I call it yoga extreme. I mean, personally, I couldn't find it, but early.
Alright, yoga extreme. Extreme!
I couldn't find it, but early on in the fandom, shortly after this episode came out, someone took that animation of Sweetie just dragging herself across the floor, propelling, and she was suddenly going through all these video game and animation backgrounds. It was just a never-ending journey of Sweetie Belle.
And not the
But
giddy
she
up song.
finally finds something to do.
To occupy herself, like drawing with crayon with her mouth. I mean, later on in the series, we'll see her fledgling unicorn magic expand, but right now, it's the Earth Pony way, with the mouth.
This needs something.
Alrighty. Yep.
needs something. This needs something.
Yeah, it's hard to line up here.
This This
I don't know why some seem to sync up better than others, but oh well. Here we go. Alrighty. Swordbreaker 12, you just got Helldivers 2 on Xbox, so you're probably... Well, have you checked to see if Inquisitor 751 wants you to sign up? Oh, I mean, I'll say this. I'm not a big fan of... what do they call it? Predictive elections? But given all that's happening in politics right now, oh, no, thank you.
Pony security stinks. I mean, any other show, you have that many gems in an open, unlocked container, you're saying, yeah, rob me, I deserve it. I couldn't fault anyone for trespassing because Rarity seems just asking for it. And look again at that face. Somehow it's more innocent and trustworthy than when Rarity is in denial. I feel like they get the emotions across wonderfully well in this episode. But I'm not sure Rarity is on board.
All right, so this goes all the way to here. Then here.
Hi, Bertie. I made a special drawing for you.
That's a harsh art critique right there.
Hi, Bertie. I made a special drawing for you.
I'm sure the art wasn't that bad. Although, man, putting it all together, I have to wonder about where she got the glue that is actually slightly blue-tinged. Oh, sugar pine sap, there we go. And wow, this is not looking good.
Here we are. So, this might seem tedious, and, well, it can be. Basically, for every minute of video you see, there's an hour of editing that goes into it. And hello, Infinite Warlock. Things are going well.
Oh, sugar pine sap, there we go. And wow, this is not looking good.
What am I going to do? Am I
Well, not quite there.
going to do with you? Oh, we can paint together.
Oh, wow. About a third of the way through, I think. More than.
But, I mean, the way she hopped around the eagerness by which she suggests all these things, there's such earnestness from Sweet. Suggested all these things. There's such earnestness from Sweetie Belle, and that's why she's the character I'm rooting for in the first half of this episode. So as we continue down this unfortunate spiral, however, Sweetie now beholds Rarity's creative room, and boy, earnest. Beholds Rarity's creative room, and boy,
This is the grand coining of the term organized chaos.
of high intelligence or genius. That must be freaking Albert Einstein, then. Don't feel like it, though. Well, in terms of organized chaos, this is the episode that coined the term. So, behold what... Okay, this is what we start with, and in, I imagine, a very short amount of time, this is what we got.
What? Okay.
This is what we start with, and in, I imagine, a very short amount of time.
Remark and home
Organization.
Good. Unlink. Boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. And saving.
You're so cute.
having any fun
Because this was her room.
You're so cute.
I'm just going crazy here. But Rarity's not having any fun because this was
Hello, Grimwolf. How you doing?
easy here. But Rarity's not having any fun because this was her room.
Alrighty.
This wasn't. This wasn't a mess. It was organized chaos.
We have quote.
All right.
We have, quote, we have meme. And, well, sweetie, it's just think it's just done the best thing.
Well, Sweetie is just
Think it's just done the best
thing. We have meme.
And, well, sweetie, it's just think it's just done the best thing.
Wait, what am I doing? I usually go this way. There we are. Stretch this out. Bring this over.
But every time I make a mess, you get upset. But this was my mess in my house.
And maybe that this is another reason why I love this episode
Because I'm seeing so much of myself in both characters. I like to be helpful. I try to be useful in a situation. I think I can understand the drive that is Sweetie Belle is feeling. But I also am incredibly territorial. It took a long time for me to even be comfortable with my friends coming over to my home. Not only because of mess, but because it's my sanctuary. And so I understand Rarity's frustration. And if it wasn't just a mess, it was her mess. And the funny thing is that when you know it's your mess, you know where everything is. But once someone comes in and cleans it, you can't find squat. So Rarity is trying very hard, but oh, poor Sweetie Belle, she just can't handle this. And now Rarity is channeling her inner giraffe.
Alrighty. Hello, Celestia Fan Forever. You're not late. You're right when you need to be. I'm working on my presentation from Everfree Northwest. I recorded the screen, I recorded my audio, I recorded the computer's audio, but the overall composition did not work. So I'm having to do a little bit of fix it up. Trying to, I'm afraid we're past the point where I say that messiness is a sign of genius, in which case I should be Albert Einstein.
Well, she just can't handle this. And now Rarity is channeling.
They say never stick your neck out.
But in this case, it's more of like trying to do an attack. Oh, and we have our second phase. All right, so again.
All right, so here we go with Rarity. The signs of a Rarity breakdown.
Hit hard, correct your teeth. Oh my God, now she's trying to destroy her teeth.
Doo-doo-doo. Boop. Such great expressions in this show.
The magnificent grinding.
And then the Popeye phase.
Up and then timbers.
Popeye face. Oh.
Timbers. To the denial. I don't know.
Oh, those eyes.
Why?
I don't know if I've ever seen more eye highlights in a pair of eyes than
In this episode.
Alrighty.
Why, it's smashing! Huh?
Apple Bloom is the best deadpan of the Crusaders.
Why, it's...
Huh? Hello?
Why, it's smashing! Huh?
Huh? Indeed. Pokemon Fire V, you do think that it's dumb to tell kids to completely clean up. Yes, be not dirty and have gunk everywhere, but why say that books or paintbrushes have to be in order? Well, I guess people need to find their organization style. So you start with the basics and you go from there. That's my theory, anyway. From someone who is not actually a parent.
Yeah, no one.
Sarcasm, it can be lost on the audience, but you gotta love Sweetie's impersonation of her sister and the continued disappointment. Nothing stings more than love rejected. Or seemingly rejected. But Apple Bloom has a suggestion.
I guess I'll move the Sisterhood Social up here. Did I skip one?
Audience, but
You gotta love Sweetie's impersonation of her sister and the continued disappointment. Nothing stings more than love rejected. Or seemingly rejected.
Apple Bloom
Has a suggestion. The Sisterhood Social. And she's doing some relatively decent marketing, better than when she said, buy some apples. But Sweetie's not entirely sold. She just wants to know how she can connect with her sister and also
area. I mean, like, more isn't always better. Doing some
relatively decent marketing, better than when she said, buy some apples. But
Alrighty. Oh, we got booping. Cosmet Inspira, you're feeling some empathy with Rarity about the faces she makes based on people you had to work with in retail. Yeah, but of mine was completely put off of retail. Even Though there's now really cool comic book shops near where he lives.
But Sweetie's not entirely sold. She just wants to know how she can connect with her sister, and also, I take it back.
Take it back.
Apple Bloom is wasting the entire bundle of flyers in that one area. I mean, like, more isn't always better. So, but there's that aggressive marketing again, because even Sweetie's like, girl, back off, you're in a bubble. And meanwhile, I gotta wonder if Discord was a statue in Candlelight Gardens.
That mare behind them?
What did she do? Oh, she looks happy. That's because the one thing Twilight didn't know when she petrified Cozy, Chrysalis, and T-Rex, how to make them look like they're enjoying it before it happens. Although Twilight didn't actually petrify them, that's an important point. Yeah, I'm pretty dark today. Can you tell I got up at 6 in the morning and I'm highly resentful of existence?
But we see a return of Sweetie.
Yes. This was one hiccup at the Everfree Northwest. The hotel had a scheduling snafu where we couldn't take over the vendor hall until 11:30 at night on a Thursday, meaning that most vendors would have to come in at 6 a.m. to set up their booths for 10 a.m. startup. And I will just vent a personal frustration. I tried to find some place that could deliver like some breakfast sandwiches or platters because people shouldn't have to choose between setup and breakfast. But the hotel does not allow outside food at events. If you're going to get it catered, it's got to be through them. And I just thought, wow, you make the problem and then you deny possible solutions. I don't know if they did anything to compensate Everfree for this slowness.
But we see a return of Sweetie Belle's enthusiasm and joy. This will be an excellent idea. It's not an excellent idea. Has had enough. She's not even going to deal with this. And she's declared it's uncouth. Can something be just couth?
Declare it's uncouth. So now we're getting some resistance, a little sarcasm.
All right, uncouth.
It's not an excellent idea. Because now Rarity has just had enough. So now we're getting some resistance. Which, now that I say that, I realize she's probably the most sarcastic of the Crusaders. I don't think I've seen the others go for sarcasm that much. Apple Bloom is aggression. Scootaloo is actually tears. But Sweetie, she gets the sarcasm.
Yeah, that was a bit of insight or realization on the spot.
Sweetie Belle?
Oops. Ready?
And any sister who cares about her sister goes. Sweetie Belle? Honestly? And any sister who cares about her sister goes. Sweetie Belle? Honestly?
Honestly.
Oh, the great expressions in this episode. These wonderful expressions. Oh, the great expressions in this episode. These wonderful expressions.
You can actually pinpoint the second.
And that got loud again, too. Oh, yes, I should do my traditional... Alrighty, nested sequence. Audio 1, audio 2, audio 3, but where's audio 4, or the mix? There we are. Gonna make you hard limiter of minus. Come on, work with me. Yeah, minus 1 decibel.
Can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half.
All right, that should be The Simpsons. Whoa, that's way off.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
Hey, Master Code, who I also got to see at Everfree Northwest. Good to have you here as well.
Oh, but it's true. It's so true. Frame by frame, we witness Sweetie Belle's love and celebration just wither within. And she suddenly realizes that her sister feels like her sister.
That's strange. I guess I didn't export a fade to black. Oh well.
Oh, but it's true.
Okay, so I imagine there was some laughter, which I appreciate. Always appreciate the laughter from the good peeps. But since we can't hear anything, let's move onward. Ever onwards.
Oh, but it's true.
It's so true. Frame by frame, we witness Sweetie Belle's love and celebration just wither within. And she suddenly realizes that her sister feels like her sister doesn't want to spend time with her, that she is being rejected. It's so hard. And so, well, as love rejected. So now she makes a declaration.
Here we go.
In fact, I think we'll try the rest of my life without a sister. Oh, I want to join your life. Well, it looks like we finally agreed on something. Neither of us needs a sister. Oh, damn, I got sister.
There we are.
But man,
Oh, man. Oh, is there a hand? Oh, there we go. Actually, I wonder, with all the separations and siblings, it's a wonder we have more than one kid.
oh man, oh, is there a hand? Bye, on sister. Actually, I wonder
With all the separations and siblings, it's a wonder we have more than one kid per household. Yes.
All right, there's a question which I couldn't. Mike, yeah, that's.
Actually, I wonder, with all the separations and siblings, it's a wonder we have more than one kid per household. I had moments where I wanted to forsake my brother, but they passed quick. Kids have this magnificent energy, even in emotion, and boy, it can be exhausting. So now we change.
to forsake my brother.
But they passed quick.
Oh, we change. Always wondered about that carrot farm behind it. What is that?
Who? I assume that Golden Harvest, Yellow Pony, Orange Hair, was green in Ghostbusters. She's got to be living there, I figure. But nobody goes there. It's like Sweet Apple Acres is just blocking it from the rest of Equestria. It's like, oh, you like carrots? Well, too bad. There's some apples. Yes.
And then we have another comment.
maybe they planted the crops there. But I don't know a silo that features
But I don't know a silo that features a deck, a window, 2 windows actually. Yeah, it looks like housing for one, so I'm perplexed.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just skip this. It's a...
So we got so much. Yes. Who knows?
Usually when we're talking about pony plots, it's something entirely different. All right, I got 2 more hints, then I need to progress. Oh, that's just harsh. This is harsh, especially this episode. Well done. Sharecropping. Well, I don't know if Applejack's willing to share even one apple, but we'll see. Sharecropping, perhaps. But then we just pan slightly to the right, and we get what is the start of... I consider one of...
Yeah, I'm sorry, all those folks who provided their thoughts and their own insights. I couldn't record your audio, and I don't want to bore people at home.
I consider one of Applejack's best showings
in the entire series.
She said the Sisterhood social was uncouth?
Uncouth? Can something be just plain couth? I'm at freaking strong. Sound is plain couth. Anyways, couthy.
What's uncouth? It means uncivil, you know, bad-mannered. Exactly.
We had a quote along. I love it. And, well, Apple Bloom's the other half of this magnificent
presentation, giving us a very demonstration of uncouthness.
Also, I can't help but notice that she's consuming the product. I pray that's not coming out of her allowance. And then, a fair question, not now. But, again, just out of context screenshot. But...
All right, what out of context screenshot should I be relying upon? Context, who needs it?
Put into the show, and this episode is a grand example. But also, if you didn't know the context, what would you perceive this as being?
I don't know what you all would perceive.
Want me to help?
I'm just not sure anymore.
Here we go. Yep. Yeah, I got it pretty close on that try.
Sure you want me to help? I just mess everything up.
Oh, come on. That's just stinking thinking. Watch.
Okay.
Sure you want me to help? I just mess everything up.
Oh, come on. That's just stinking thinking. Watch.
Okay. Stinking thinking. Now...
Okay, here we go. Oops, I forgot.
But we do have a narrative. And when you tell yourself a negative narrative, it will impact you in all the worst ways. One thing to do is be aware of how you're talking to yourself, how you're setting yourself up, how you're addressing oneself. And if you realize, hey, I wouldn't talk to someone that way, well, then talk to yourself that way. We can change the narrative. Not changing reality, not lying, not deceiving, but looking at it from a different way. Now, here we have another sister duo. And
Usually these two are in an antagonistic role in the series. But this episode shows us life
outside of those road bumps. Case in point, playing catch with the
All right. Here we go. Coming along bit by bit by bit.
I think, like, I'm not done much farming, but I think bruised and discolored apples can still be good for making cider or applesauce. So they make a game of it.
They make a game of it, and I make good on the audio.
Since we can't sell the bruised apples, we gotta collect them all for the bake state.
It's a lot of work. So we make a game of it.
Oop. Ready?
I feel the impact of this. And then there's opalescence. And I gotta say, I sometimes...
All right, opalescence. The cat came back.
I sometimes wonder if it was just a coincidence that Opaline of G5, an evil fire alicorn, who's only half as evil as this cat.
So I just have to wonder, but
This.
I got us right there.
This is genius. I shall call it full spectrum fashions.
Alrighty. Oh, I don't mind saying the battery's running a little low. Going the back and forth. Forgive me if I'm being a little quiet. This is when I'm in the zone.
Full spectrum.
But not so much in the zone that I realized I need an audio and video file.
This is genius. I shall call it full spectrum fashions.
what fashions would you wear? Because I got to say, I'm usually... Now, I'm curious, what color of the full spectrum fashions would you wear? Because I got to say, I'm usually a fan of blue, dabu-dee, dabu-die, but that orange glasses and hat is looking pretty swank by my standards.
Of course, you guys know my sense of fashion, so... Hello, Venpai. I did have a lot of fun at Everfree Northwest. Alrighty, let's keep on rolling.
So, just to show of hands, who would
Wear the green. Very good. Who about blue? A lot of blues. Orange. Okay, very good. Purple, I can't see it very well, but purple appeals. And then the yellow sun hat. Oh, excellent. So we have fans of each color and style in the room.
Sad thing is, we never get to see
More of this. More of this. Okay.
Still, shut the She still shouldn't have touched my things without permission.
Oh, that
Bit like Miss Piggy. Here we go.
Oh.
Don't need that. Need that.
at the end. So indignant. Meanwhile, we get to grape stomping, and this is very traditional. This is how they made wine back in the day.
You stomp a lot of grapes, you let them ferment, and eventually the wine becomes more vinegar-like. But yeah, what you gonna do?
All right. Here we go.
You're making grape juice?
Someone said it earlier, but this was the era of Squeaky Bell, and I love that.
We do end up composting them back into the vineyard. This is not used in making wine.
Oh, yeah, I should add for context because, wow, the audio on that was off the charts.
People don't do grape stuffing anymore because it's not hygienic. So don't worry, the next time you enjoy a little grape juice, you will not be tasting anyone's onions. It's a very callous thing to do. But
Oh, but sweetie, sure, they're making grape juice.
oh, but sweetie, sure, they're making grape juice. It starts as grape juice, but apple just off to the side, just be like, it starts as grape juice, but apple just off to the side, just be like, she's not saying a lie, but she's probably thinking.
Careful, Bloom.
Please, Applejack, she didn't need...
Here we go.
Careful, Bloom.
Please, Applejack, she didn't mean... No!
Now, look at this.
Here we go.
I'm not gonna take it.
But again, usually we catch the Apple family at intermittent periods of unrest or conflict. How nice it is to see things going smoothly. How nice it is to see what I assume is more of the norm for this family. Otherwise, the moments of conflict wouldn't hit us hard. Unfortunately, we only get to see things for a moment. They slip into what I call the positivity void. You can find Celestia's role, the School of Friendship, and the Crystal Empire hanging out in this void most of the time. We're meant to assume that things are hunky-dory on an average basis, but we only see them when things are in conflict or crisis. Ergo, we don't have an appreciation of what is the norm. We just make that assumption. And, well, just so you have nightmares tonight.
Just so you have nightmares tonight. Let's see what screenshot I had for that. Yep.
Yes. It's about time this kitty... Oh, well, there you go. It's about time this kitty... Well, just so you have nightmares tonight.
All right.
It's about time this kitty
He got a little humility.
So I'm going to have to ponder how to get audio from the audience without making everyone feel like there's a mic aimed square at them. Because folks share their thoughts, and I don't mean to dismiss them, but I keep saying that. It starts to lose sincerity if I keep saying it.
I would destroy all. That's right, wave that doom flag. Honestly, I would love it if it turned out that Opaline Arcana's origin was Opal, but she somehow became a fire alicorn. I could believe that.
So, yes, we're...
All right, we need a little bit of the...
I would destroy all.
I guess we don't need that screenshot for understanding.
Flag.
Honestly, I would love it if it turned out that Opaline Arcana's origin was Opal, but she somehow became a fire alicorn. I could believe that. So, yes, we're seeing the unintended positive, the silver lining, if you will, of small mistakes. And now it's time for the herding, which is a bit weird when you think of how sentient every animal is.
Alrighty.
Yeehaw! Way to corral some critters, sis.
You could have just asked.
There's so many questions that come with that. I don't even know where to begin yet.
I mean, I kind of expect one of those sheep to have a...
tin can ringing it against the fence. Attica! Attica! And then there's the full spectral fashions, but it needs a little something. That blue. Wait.
Oh, yeah, she stole the sun hat from the yellow. Because, cheater. Oh, no, fair. They changed the vectors. I'm sorry, 0 out of 10, worst episode ever, unsubscribe.
But now she's looking for Sweetie Bill's silly little arts and crafts.
Oh, okay. So I did have a shot of the corralling critters.
Hello.
Cheater. Oh, no fair. They changed the...
Whoop.
Those sheep to have a tin can.
Bringing it against the fence. Attica! Attica!
There we go.
Attica!
And then there's the full spectral fashions, but it needs also blue. Wait, like you told the sun from yellow. Oh, no, they changed the vectors. Sorry, but now she's looking for sweet little arts and crafts, which...
Here we are. And there we go.
Which... Oh, my goodness.
Yep, all the feels.
Rarity's heart grew 3 sizes that day. And Rise were about to bulge out of her skull, but we don't talk about that. But, my gosh. Oh, and now we're treated to a full rarity emotional breakdown. But consider, remember I said those flowers are important? So, here we have, those are the flowers that Sweetie set at the dinner,
Okay, so I apparently need all these clips or screenshots. Who knows?
And what happened next? Well, in Ponyville, they say...
Here we go. Yep. Just stretch that out.
Say, Rarity's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Say, Rarity's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
There we go. And bring this over.
And her eyes were about to bulge out of her skull, but we don't talk about that. But, my gosh. Oh, and now we're treated to a full rarity emotional breakdown. But consider, remember I said those flowers are important?
So here we have, those are the flowers that Sweetie
Set at the breakfast table. And I have to remind myself, I believe it's violet sage represents, well, that's between sage, not safe. We know Google. Sure, we got everything. It'll keep it all locked up nice and spectral. All right, wisdom. My gosh.
There we go.
And I have to remind myself, I believe it's violet sage.
All right.
Wisdom, longevity, protection, and hope. There's one in person, or interpretation, I should say. I'm trying to remember... Oh, God, how does one spell chrysanthemum? Chrysanthemum. Well, they're a little... Oh, it's okay. Google finally filled in on that one. So there's just some debate over what flowers these actually are, but they do represent positive, gathering virtues, connections, and hope. So even the decorative touches carry symbolism. Oh, good job, Past Silver. All right.
So the two interpretations I saw... Oh, here we go.
Good job, Past Silver.
Yep, but now I am that silver, so good job, me. Rather, I'm future... My past self is my future self's helper. Ooh, there's a good line.
I believe it's violet sage. All right, so
The two interpretations I saw were hyacinth, which is power, pride, and beauty. Remind you of anyone? They're not? No? All right. Kind of like lavender? Or, well, what about sage? Does it still look like sage? All right, we got to vote for sage. But wellness, calmness, clarity, and inner peace. Well, purple corn, then don't get it near a flame. Would you get purple popcorn? Probably not. But, so here's the symbolism. We'll go with the sage interpretation of wellness, calmness, clarity, and inner peace. Something that has been missing from Rarity for the first half of this episode. And she knows it, so prepare yourselves for a full emotional Rarity breakdown. It is legend.
It is legend. Legendary. Just the greatest, the creme de la creme of ham.
Whoa, it's me! No, I must get her back. I'm
And God is my witness.
And Celestia is my witness.
I'll never be hungry again.
I shall never be sisterless again.
I do love Rarity's melodrama and her ability to break things down. But Zutalor, it's 7:40 mine time, which means we're 20 minutes away from the end. I'm going to keep on trucking with this because I really want people to see this panel, and we'll go from there.
I have to ask, how many cartoons have a Gone with the Wind reference? What do you think? But this is not something that I think the target age audience would fully understand the full context. It's... Well, then why the hell did you come to this panel?
Whoops.
This is what culture and symbolism has a way of finding expression. Have a Gone with the Wind reference. What do you think? But this is not something that I think the target age audience would fully understand the full context. It's... Well, then why the hell did you come to this panel? But,
Just consider that this is what...
This is what culture and symbolism has a way of finding its expression in many different forms. That's why I really enjoy archetypal studies.
Alrighty. Sorry for the wait there.
I have to ask, how many cartoons have a Gone with the Wind reference?
Whoops. Wrong clip. Strange. Could have sworn. Yeah. Okay. That was weird. But, what isn't these days?
How many cartoons have a Gone with the Wind reference? What do you think? But this is not something that I think the target age audience would fully understand the full context. This is what culture and symbolism has a way of finding its expression in many different forms. That's why I really enjoy archetypal studies, because it's not just a stock character; it's an idea, a message, something that finds itself in every means of expression, even when we're not looking. Plus, Rarity just sells it all on her own. You don't have to know the scene in question to enjoy this.
Oh, and yeah, well,
Disney said if you only aim to entertain the kids, you're doomed. Doomed. But to cap off this rather perfect day of sibling dynamics, they're having a camp out.
Come on, camp out. There you are. Don't need these. Bye-bye.
having a camp out.
Meanwhile, Big Macintosh is like, oh, I'm still working. And while Rarity comes to reclaim her sister, who's been, I guess, on... I'm not saying I to her sister,
That's strange. Sister cited the same forwards and backwards.
And well, Rarity comes to reclaim her sister, who's been, I guess, on rent to own. No, not saying I to her sister,
Yeah, sister for some reason. Oh, I get it. Maybe because her sister. That might be the cause.
Just like,
oh, I'm still working. And while Rarity comes to reclaim her sister, who's been, I guess, on rent to own.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello, sister. What are you doing here? Better be careful. You might get some dust on you.
Oh yeah, this is where we have the polar shift. Now suddenly, while Rarity was the antagonist of the first part, Sweetie Belle
is now the more antagonistic of the two, refusing a reconciliation.
It's very important. I found that people... where we have the polar shift.
Now suddenly, while Rarity was the antagonist of the first part, Sweetie Belle is now the more antagonistic of the two, refusing a reconciliation. It's very important. I found that people like to mix meanings. Forgiveness
is not reconciliation. You can forgive someone but never want to see them again in their entire life. Reconciliation does require two to tango. So, she's not
willing to let Rarity back in and revoke her unsisterly status, but she does have a candidate in mind. Speaking up to me, unclean one.
Okay, need both of these.
With Rarity, well, she's kind of a flanderized but still respectful. This beacon of positivity can forgive someone but never want to see them again in their entire life. Reconciliation. Does have,
require two to tango. So, she's not willing to let Rarity back in and revoke her unsisterly status. But she does have a candidate in mind. Speak not to me, unclean one. Unclean?
Here we go. Coming along, getting there, bit by bit by bit. One way or another. Now, I'm not sure how many of you ever heard of the movie Fletch. But it's one of, Wait, now suddenly I'm having trouble with names again. Oh, which is so common for me. One sec, I gotta just remember. Chevy Chase, jeez. How do you forget a man like Chevy Chase?
But she does have a candidate in mind.
Applejack is my big.
Speaking not to me,
Applejack is my big sister.
unclean.
What?
Oh wow, I'm all over the place.
And that's why I'm adopting Applejack as my big sister. What? What?
What is feast?
What a twist!
Oh, well.
Because, well, here,
I honestly think about it. Hasn't Applejack been pretty awesome so far? This beacon of positivity. It's understandable that Applejack.
well, here,
Yeah, I'm just going to cut out my word salad there. It's a bit embarrassing, but, you know, it's also live.
What?
Honestly, think about it. Hasn't Applejack been pretty awesome so far? This beacon of positivity. It's understandable that Applejack, she's usually the even keel of the main.
Applejack is the main even keel.
Honestly, think about it. Hasn't Applejack been pretty awesome so far? This beacon of positivity. It's understandable that Applejack, she's usually the even keel of the main six. It's hard to do anything without really feeling like they flanderize her. With Rarity, well, she's kind of a flanderized but still respectful fashionista.
The fashionista.
fashionista.
God, I'm losing springtime and family to Applejack. And Applejack is like, what is going on? Make a wish. Shit, what can no?
Yep, make a wish.
Yep, come on, there you
Or
Make a wish.
Here we go.
Or maybe she should be your sister, so she could teach you what a good sister's supposed to be.
You go. I'm going to down my output just a little because I can see how that's spiking into the red. Still pretty. Ah, jeez.
Yeah, we're going to need some aloe for all those burns.
But Rarity is still engaged.
You want me to go home with you, so we...
Still engaged.
You want me to go home with you, so we can do what you want to do?
Yes?
Just forget it.
Oh, the family drama we witness.
After all that,
We need at least one assurance of normality.
Yup. There we are.
We're still sisters, right?
that's all she needs. But
Meanwhile, Applejack actually is pulling a sort of sisterly duty with her good best friend, and possible shipping interest, I'll say. I'm more of a Rarejack fan than I am a Rainbow Man.
There we go. Whoop, I did it again.
That's all she needs.
But meanwhile,
Applejack actually is pulling a sort of sisterly duty with her good best friend, and possible shipping interest, I'll say. I'm more of a Rarejack fan than I am a Rainbow Applejack. Appledash, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, I guess if the first part of the name is who's the more dominant in the relationship, oh dear. Add effects using hand... My goodness, a computer. What are you suggesting I do?
Oh yeah, add effects using something with your hands. Uncultured.
I don't want to add hand gestures.
Applejack, why do you have to be so...
add hand gestures.
There we go. And Applejack, why do you...
Applejack, why do you have to be so good and make me look so bad? Good and make me look so bad.
There we go, coming along. Oh, closing in on the finish line. Oh, Solar Dash, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So Everfree was a wonderful time with a lot of good friends, a lot of big events, a lot of running around. I'm still a little tired, but it's a worthy trade-off, and I feel a little bit more like myself.
In a lot of MLP episodes, where one of the team serves as a counselor, a mentor, or offers insight to the wrong party. Because usually these ponies are so focused in and closed off that they don't even listen to helpful advice. Whoop, hello.
Applejack.
Yes. So.
Being sick.
Something went a little wonky with the presentation there. But we carry on.
Being sisters. Being sisters is like apple pie. But apart, all we are is just a pile of mush and some crumbly dry...
Unlinking. Whoop.
Apart, all we are is just a pile of mush and some crumbly dry mess.
She just realized she's a mess.
Okay, now, I gotta ask, is this the incredible growing rarity, or the incredible shrieking Applejack? I mean, the perspective on this is rather interesting. But either way, Rarity has an idea.
So now we begin.
Maybe it's best to leave off here with Rarity has an idea, and you can find out the rest of my coverage, summation, and hopefully insight when I post the proper video.
Okay, now, I gotta ask, is this the incredible growing rarity or the incredible shrinking Applejack? I mean, the perspective on this is rather interesting. But either way, Rarity has an idea.
Ah, there we are. Grimwolf, I could be a changeling. Honestly, I often think of being the original myth of the changelings honestly sounded like an explanation for adolescence, when your child suddenly is not acting the way they used to.
But either way, Rarity has an...
Oops. There we go. And, yep, now we're at the Sisterhood Social.
Means, given that
I think it's only been a day, those apples, they really set things up fast. Oh, well, that's right. The sisters aren't even helping get the Sisterhood Social. But let us know this pie eating contest, because look at how sad the failure on the left is that they didn't win. But remember that.
Okay. Yeah, we're just about the top of the hour. I'm going to save. I'm going to make some dinner and keep going on this. And then, well, I'm not going to stay, look for it this Saturday, or look for it Monday, because I know me. I know me, and unfortunately, I can find ways to delay myself. But I'll keep working at it regardless. Because, well, there's just a lot that needs doing. But this really remains my favorite, even with all the time between events, or rather between seasons. We've had plenty of great episodes, not questioning that, but there's always one that nestles in your heart. It lets you know that you found something wonderful, something that you enjoy. And as such, that's nothing to be ignored or squandered. Unlink. There we go.
Smell. Smoke.
Hey, welcome to beautiful
Idealistic Funny Village on fire! Oh, and just for a moment, I'm afraid Rarity had a bit of pig nose. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one, I tell you.
Okay. Cosmina, you want to see what it's like having a sibling at all? Well, expect a lot of arguing, reconciliations, joy, frustration, anger, hilarity, all manner of wonderful things. But yes, I thank y'all for sitting with me as I go through this big old presentation. I will try to find a way to get all this more streamlined so that I can just record the panel, turn off the recording, and send it to the YouTubes. That would be best, but who knows? But I'll figure it out. And until next time, everybody, which next week should be the regular Friday get-together, I just hope you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Spend it with friends, spend it with family, spend it on your own, whatever most appeals to you, and just enjoy some time set aside for you, wherever possible. And so, until next time, be safe and be well. I'm Silver-Quill. Thanks for watching.